What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Listen, excuse my face, okay? And excuse my voice, okay? I don't know if it sounds like this or whatever. But a bitch just woke up. And I was just like, today was my day off. Truly did not know that I was going to have a day off right after I just went back to work after 3-day weekend almost. Well, I did work Saturday, so a 2-day weekend. So, I just really wanted to oh, excuse me, let me get my voice together first of all. I just wanted to get this video out because of what today is. Today is Wednesday. I usually give it to y'all on Wednesday afternoon. And we got 2 reviews coming up later on today. Hopefully, I will be in a better mood. Hopefully. And I'm going to be quite honest. I went on ahead and did this video so that I can talk some shit or whatever at this time because I literally, I'm so annoyed right now. Why does apartment hunting or whatever you're trying to find a new place, a new house, why does that have to be so fucking frustrating? Okay? I have been listen, I should have fucking known something was going on, and maybe this is just a blessing in disguise. Like, this place that I was hoping for just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though it kind of fit the criteria of what I was looking for, it just, the process of getting the application in, getting all the stuff in, paying this, paying that, or whatever, and only for this to be going on for over a month. For over a month, when you was rushing me to get the shit in so that I can get the stuff, to tell me today, what do you want to send a refund check at? Because, we have to reject your application. But don't tell me why. I have good credit. I can afford the shit, bitch. What is it? What is it? I just want a fucking reason, bitch. And I'm just frustrated by it, okay? Because I'm ready. When you're so set on, ready to do that next chapter in your life, like I've been in this particular area, been in this place for a minute now, and y'all know it. Even when let me tell you something, I used to live next door in the apartment building next door, okay? It was a 3-story apartment building. That's why I used to do shit over there. I wasn't there long, then I moved right over here to the house, okay? But I'm ready to get out this neighborhood. I'm ready to start something new. I'm ready to fucking elevate and all that. And I thought I was on that fucking path. I mean, I'm not going to let this discourage me. I'm just fucking frustrated because of the amount of time that it took. Bitch, I could have been looking at something else. I've been looking at stuff, but I could have been looking at something else only for your ass to give me the fucking runaround and to just reject. Bitch, I'm just tired. I'm upset, y'all. I'm upset. Oh. Anyway, I'm sorry. Just let me get that out. Let me vent that out because it literally, like, it's fresh. It's like, it ain't even 5 minutes fresh. It's fucking fresh, bitch. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But that's what's been going on. Bitch, it done fucked up my whole week, and the week just got started. But I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not going to let it put me in a headspace or whatever, that a negative headspace. I'm going to just feel a way about it for right now, and I'm going to just let it go and get back on the ball with it. That's all. I'm determined to get the fuck up out of here. Like, I'm already behind schedule. I was supposed to be out of here in May. You know what I'm saying? That was my goal, to be out of here in May, and it is now July, and anyway, moving on from that, let's just get up into the video. I hope you guys have had a better, start to your day than I did. Just a little setback. So, we're gonna bounce back. I'm gonna bounce back. It's gonna be all good. That's how I'm gonna look at it. And I hope you guys have had a better week. You know what I'm saying? You bitches in this goddamn 4th of fucking July, okay? Granted, I understand the holiday. Some of y'all just wanted to pop fireworks, okay? Some of you bitches been popping fireworks since goddamn May, okay? Let me scratch that. Since fucking April, bitch. Soon as it fucking start getting warm outside, you hear pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, are you serious? So this is what we finna do? We finna have a repeat of 2020? I don't know what was going on in 2020. It was the pandemic, baby, but everybody in they goddamn mama was popping fireworks last year. I don't understand what was going on. And I mean all over the goddamn country. I said, what is happening? Y'all not about to do that shit this year. You bitches been popping fireworks since April, okay? Give it up. Give it up. It was 11:40. No, actually 11:39. I had to tweet out on 4th of July. Okay, you bitches got 20 minutes. You got 20 goddamn minutes to finish popping because July 5th, I don't want to hear shit. Girl, I'm still hearing shit. They said, girl, we don't listen to you. Who the fuck are you? I said, I guess nobody. I guess nobody. Because, I mean, at one point, it sounded like a big old bomb went off. Like, all of the car alarms went off in the area, you know. And I was just like, what is going on? What are y'all going to burn the houses down and shit? Like, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Move, Terry, move, Terry. That's all I was thinking. Like, just move, all right? Like, come on. Anyway, I just hope everybody had a safe 4th of July, a safe holiday. I hope it was nothing but fun for everybody, you know, getting together with the family and doing all of that and just having a good time. But, you know, let's get into the video. First of all, we have to start it off on a sad note before I forget, because I don't, you know, she deserves. Actress Suzanne Douglas. If you don't know who she is the mother of one of the most underrated, I feel, black movies, you know, The Inkwell. You know what I'm saying? She was Lorenz Tate's mom, okay? She played the mom. She was in the movie Tap with Gregory Hines. May he rest in peace. She played on Waiting to Exhale. She played on she played Nikki Parker's sister on The Parkers, okay, her big sister. She played the mama on Parenthood with Reagan Gomez and, you know, Robert Townsend. Is it Robert Townsend's show? Yeah, I believe so. Yes, okay, TK and them and all that stuff. Zaria, you know. I said, oh my goodness, this happened yesterday. She was like 64 years old, I believe. She passed away. And she was recently one of the Central Park 5 mothers. She played one of their mothers in the When They See Us, you know, that Ava DuVernay did a couple of years ago. Was it a couple of years ago? Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, wasn't expecting that. She was young and she still looked young, and you just never know. I don't know if they put out anything as to the cause of death, but unfortunately she passed away. And that made me say, like, we losing our, you know, black Hollywood. We losing our black Hollywood. That's really sad. And then, you know, we get that, and then I look on the Shade Room, and then on Twitter, whatever, they talking about, I don't know nothing about the Haitian government. All I know is that the president, I believe, got assassinated, and then his wife got shot too. I said, what the fuck is going on? That is crazy. My prayers and thoughts go out, you know. I don't wish none of that shit on nobody. I hope they ain't had kids or whatever. But it's just been a crazy start to the week. Y'all been cutting up. I don't know if y'all been on Twitter. It's been chef wars on Twitter. Cooking Twitter is up in a goddamn uproar. You know, the Kitchenista versus Darius Cook. You know what I'm saying? And Darius Cook used to be out here. Hold on one second, y'all. My bad. My coworker needed something that they couldn't figure out. Anyway, girl, I be off one goddamn day, okay, and shit just go to pieces. Girl, I'm just frustrated. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me just get into this video. Okay, like for real. What was I talking about? Yeah, like the cooking Twitter is just up in the uproar. Okay, it's the Kitchenisha versus Darius Cook, and if you probably seen Darius Cook before, you know, I didn't know that he was out here in Chicago doing all this shit, bitch. Basically, the Kitchenisha is basically saying that the man has been scamming people. Okay, I don't know how true it is. Other people been saying some stuff. I ain't look too deep into it. I just know the Kitchenisha has been going in and in and in. If y'all know anything about it, put it down in the comments, because I literally would have to take a whole full day and go through her whole full timeline, because this has been going on for at least a few weeks, like at least 3 weeks. They've been going in, okay, on this man. and I seen some of his videos, okay? And baby, if you go on my timeline today, I literally retweeted one of the videos that she tweeted that popped up on my timeline at all of the fucking season. Now listen, bitch. I'm all the way here for seasoning, okay? I'm all the way here for taste. But baby, when I tell you he put damn near the whole fucking jar of seasoning of every fucking thing that he had in his goddamn cabinet for this little bowl of fish, bitch, I said high blood pressure, diabetes, the gout, okay? I was just looking like, oh my God, and y'all eating this shit? Y'all eating this shit? Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I'm all here for taste, but baby, that was just a little bit too much. I was just getting hot, like I was getting flushed. Like, is my pressure rising just from watching this video? It was. It was. Okay. I'm big enough. We don't need no more problems like that. Anyway, moving on from that. One of the big topics that's been happening this week, I believe it was either over the weekend or was it Wednesday or Tuesday or at the beginning of last week or whatever. Either way, right after I did my video, Bill Cosby got released from jail. Now, let me just put this out here. You can have your opinion, and I already know some of y'all going to have the opposite opinion of mine because some of you guys cannot differentiate from the fact that Bill Cosby is not America's dad. Bill Cosby is not America's dad, okay? Cliff Huxtable, a fictional, which means fake, character is. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can't separate the two. I understand that now. I see that now. And so therefore, because of that, you inadvertently become sexual assault / rape apologist, sympathizer to the abuser or the accused abuser. I hope that's what you understand that's going on, because you can't separate a fake character from a real person. And it's very sad because, you know, we see a lot of people that are supporting him and what he's done for the simple fact because of who he is, but then you don't want to listen to the victims. And granted, I know that some of them probably were lying. Hell, Janice Dickinson came out and they said, bitch, you was lying. Okay, they didn't prove that bitch was lying. We didn't pay no attention to that bitch no way, because she be... Anyway, but we knew that. But it's other women that were not lying. One of the women, what's her name, Constance or whatever, she got a settlement or whatever because she was not lying. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there's been stories, and as this whole Bill Cosby situation comes about, people fail to realize that he was not released because he was not guilty, or, you know, he was found not guilty. He admitted to doing some of the shit that he did in a deposition that he thought was not going to be used against him in a court trial. That is what he got let go for. That is what was messed up, okay? So his lawyer found the technicality to get him out because they used what he said in that deposition against him in the trial, okay? That's what happened. You know, he made a deal, I believe, to not use something, to admit to some shit and not have it used in a trial against him. But unfortunately it was, and so therefore prosecutor was jumping the gun or whatever to try to make their case and cause this man to get out of jail early. So therefore, I don't know if he's going to get a new trial. I don't even know if it's worth getting a new trial at his old age at this point, but it's not because he's been proven not guilty. The man admitted to doing some shit, okay? And y'all keep forgetting that. And quit coming at this with this, oh, it's an agenda to get these black men out. It's an agenda against the black. No, it is not an agenda. Because what you guys fail to do, and I don't understand why it is when it comes to black celebrities, especially black male celebrities, you don't want to hold them accountable for their wrongdoings. But if somebody, a regular person, a regular black man was doing this, oh, it would be lock that motherfucker up. He guilty. He this, he that, and all this shit. But when it comes to black male celebrities, especially the black male celebrity, when it comes to them and men of power like that, it's we gotta protect black people. We they didn't do it and all this stuff and woo woo woo. It's the man trying to take them down. It's an agenda because he was trying to buy NBC. No, 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 no. We need to normalize holding these celebrities and these people, public figures, regardless of who they are, accountable for their wrongdoing. Okay? You can like a person, you can like their work, but you can also hold them accountable for their wrongdoing. And quit thinking, well, I just can't see them doing that. You don't know what these people do behind closed doors. You don't know what these people do behind closed doors, just like I don't know, you don't know what I do behind closed doors. I can get on here and spill a whole bunch of shit and, be doing some foul shit behind this camera. When I turn the camera off, you don't know. Okay, so you cannot say, you can't put anything past anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is the reason why people don't want to speak up when things happen to them, because especially by a powerful man or a powerful person in the industry or whoever, because they get public opinion, and of course public opinion most likely is going to go with that public figure. It's going to side with the public figure, especially if it's a beloved public figure. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people just stay quiet. That's why normal people just stay quiet, because they got fear that they're not going to be believed. And if they do, is why you take so long to come out and say something? Because it is. And the fact that it's 2021 and people still don't understand that concept of the reason why victims don't come out and say stuff right away, even though I feel they should, but I understand why they don't. It's sad. And it's sad the way that women, protect these predators. You guys, you guys make me think that if you can go so hard for somebody like this just because of their status and who they are, and granted because you saw them on TV, and I understand that, because Cosby Show was a staple in my household. I love the Cosby Show. Hell, one of my favorite episodes is the Wretched, bitch. Y'all already know that. You went to Baltimore to see the Wretched, bitch. that alone, okay? Listen, and truth be told, I never really watched the Cosby Show for Bill Cosby. It was everybody else, okay? But the fuck, I had an eyelash that fell out my eye that went into my nose. Anyway, so people can't separate that, and it's like, you uphold these predators, and you feel as though you gotta always have their back 100%, or I don't know, it's like this blind devotion. And it's like, if this person was in your household, you'll probably hold them down too. And that does happen in a lot of households, where these predators, these family members who be doing this fucked up shit, y'all hiding it and not calling them out, okay, and protecting them for what? They're criminals. They're doing messed up shit, and they need help for what they're doing. Okay? And they need to suffer the consequences, because by you hiding it and you're glossing over it, you're basically telling them it's okay to do what they're doing. That's why they keep doing it and doing it and doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to get on here to preach. You can feel whatever it is that you want to feel. I'm just putting the facts out there. It's not that he got out because he was not guilty. He got out on a technicality because the prosecutor messed up with the testimony. That's it. That's basically it. Okay? He got a real good lawyer that, did his job, did their job, you know what I'm saying? Got him out. And, of course, it's very disheartening to see that, like I said, people can't separate the two. And I understand people are not going to all feel the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's not bothering me so much, because I already knew how this was going to go. When Felicia Rashad came, when Felicia said, bitch, I ain't Claire Huxtable. I'm Felicia goddamn Rashad, okay? And I believe that a terrible misjustice has been righted, bitch. I said, oh no, Mama Felicia. I wish you would have kept that shit to yourself. I really wasn't surprised by it, though, because if you go back to when this whole shit first started, she was leaning more so towards, being Team Bill Cosby. But hey, it is what it is. sometimes you got to step out and look at people for who they are and quit thinking that, oh, this person could never do something like this, because like these people show you the face that they want you to see, and then behind closed doors their real character comes out. Okay, so that's just basically what it is. And with Felicia Rashad, it only made me mad for the simple fact that she is the dean of a college, Howard University, in the fine arts department, and she just been appointed this position. And we've seen a lot of things happen on college campuses with college students being sexually assaulted, raped, and stuff like that, harassed and stuff like that. And so you're coming out, it was the wrong time, and she should have probably just called him up, called Camille up, said I'm here for you and all this stuff, and put her position out there, whatever, because of the backlash that was going to happen, because she is the dean of this college, and it's kind of throw a spit in the face of people who probably on that campus that been through certain situations that he is accused of doing to others. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful when you're in a certain position. And so, Howard University had to come out and say they're not here for what she said. This is not what we feel. This is her personal stuff. She tried to come back and say, she fully support the survivors of sexual assault coming forward, and her, it wasn't intended to be insensitive to their truth. And she said that she know people who been through this and the healings and stuff that it has the effect that it has or whatever. Truth be told, I feel as though somebody wrote that for her. She truly feels what she felt when she initially posted. And, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. I heard that they was trying to get her to resign. That's not gonna, I don't want her to resign. You know what I'm saying? But just hold them accountable, okay? And keep your feelings private. I don't know. It's a tricky situation. And then you see all these other celebrities, girl, all y'all celebrities just coming out and just defending this man and being happy. Yay, he out. Y'all scare me, okay? And it's a lot of people that I actually supported and respected. Bitch, I was like, oh my God, what is going on? You doing this too? No. But all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to look at you sideways, because it's just giving me very much rapists, apologists, and sexual assault apologists or whatever. And it's like, what if your mama or your sister or your cousin or your auntie was up in this situation and they came to you and said some powerful man did something to them? Would you believe him, or would you be like, no, see, what happened was I wasn't there, so I can't say? Because that's the whole thing that I've been seeing too on Twitter and social media. Were you there? I wasn't there, so I can't say it happened. I hate that. That's why victims don't come out. Y'all don't understand. But anyway, girl, Notori then came out and said some shit. You know what I'm saying? And her thing, I don't know, like, she talking about this cancel culture. I honestly don't feel like it's a real cancel culture, because most of the people that people try to cancel, they still be out here doing their shit, okay? Cancel culture is very fickle. Y'all say y'all gonna cancel a person, and that bitch still be out here thriving, okay? So who the fuck really got canceled? Nobody, okay? And it's not that people have their opinion. If they don't want to support a person because of something that they don't agree with or mesh with, that is their right, okay? Just like it is that person's right to have the opinion that they have on this whole subject. It is your right to not feel like Bill Cosby is not guilty. It is your right to feel that. It is your opinion. So, and it's my opinion to feel like he is. And it is what it is. I can't argue you down. You can't argue me down, and I won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting out how I feel. You can put out how you feel, and we can respect one another on it. I ain't gotta fuck with you like that, because I'm gonna look at you sideways and be like, it'll make me think some shit, but I'm not gonna argue down about your opinion. And then when Notori put her post up, she was in support of Felicia Rashad coming out and saying what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like, you can't cancel somebody just for saying this or whatever. And it do sound like she was more team Bill Cosby anyway. So if that's the case, whatever. Girl, you on a show that's about to come out, and we in a sensitive climate. I would have wished that you would have just kept that to yourself, because it could possibly hurt you the way that the atmosphere is these days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Keely. Somebody tagged Keely on Twitter with that. And Keely responded and said, oh, somebody give me a 2-piece because she's acting crazy again. I said, bitch. So this whole time she damn near just confirmed that she threw a fucking 2-piece of chicken. She's a chicken bucket thrower. She's a chicken thrower. You know, she just confirmed that shit, okay, by putting it out there. And I'm just like, wow, please don't let this be the reason why the 3LW feud start back up. I said, Keely, you feeling your puss all because you got on the new show or whatever that's getting a lot of attention now or whatever. We still don't really like your ass on that show, but you still getting some goddamn attention and people still talking. So you feeling your puss now. So you said, let me say what I gotta say. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Y'all shut up, okay? And then I hear that, you know, they about to start doing like a documentary or whatever on Bill Cosby doing this whole thing or whatever, and then he about to be booking they trying to start a comedy tour. Bitch. Y'all going to his comedy tour. And what gets me is that it is a lot of rappers that's on Team Bill Cosby, and a lot of you niggas, okay, and some of you single girl, a lot of y'all asses, Bill Cosby ain't even here for y'all ass. Especially you rappers that be talking about what y'all talking about in y'all records and be having y'all pants sack. Bitch, y'all don't know the history of Bill Cosby. And then it was a whole bunch of people that was coming out saying, yeah, my family said, you know, he creepy or whatever, and he this and he that, he weird and all this stuff and woo woo. Girl, it's just a lot of shit. The floodgates is opening up. Okay, I'm not about to support somebody that, you know, go so hard for somebody that talk shit about my community. You know what I'm saying? You know, down black folks. You know, he tried to down a certain type of black folks to uplift other black folks. You know, we ain't got to do all that shit. And I'm just looking at some of these rappers and shit that was going off. I'm like, he don't even like your kind. He don't even like your kind. But get off. Get that off your chest. But, you know, it is what it is. I know it's going to be a mix. Some of y'all going to be here for it. Some of y'all not. And it's understandable. I get it. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Please be respectful to each other and their opinions, okay? This is not to shame anybody or whatever. It's just my opinion. Y'all put y'all opinions and be respectful. Anyway, moving on from that. Meghan McCain left The View. She said, bitch, at the end of July, I'm gone. I'm gone, okay? It is what it is, bitch. Deuces. And we was like, girl, get the fuck on. I don't even watch The View, but every time I get on Twitter, just about every other day, there is a goddamn click and controversy of some stupid shit that goddamn Meghan McCain had said. I really cannot sit there and watch something that's gonna boil my... Oh my God, it's one thing to have healthy debates and stuff like that with people, because you know, debating, everybody's not going to have the same viewpoint. And it is good to get on a show where everybody does not have the same viewpoint. But something about Meghan, it just... she'll cause me not to watch no more if I was an avid watcher, you know what I'm saying? Because she's just so fucking irritating to me. But I understand why she was on the show, you know what I'm saying? Like, when Elizabeth Hasselbeck, you know, she was the sole Republican, I believe, when she was on her season. And when she was doing her time, you know, she didn't bother me as much, even though she got on my nerves a little bit, but she didn't bother me as much as Meghan McCain did. She did not bother me as much as Meghan McCain did, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, bitch, good riddance. Good riddance. When her and Whoopi, like, it was time to go, because after that last spat between her and Whoopi and what she said to Whoopi, bitch, Whoopi was about to whoop that ass, okay? She was like, girl, you got one more. You got one. Go to the fucking commercial. I was waiting for Whoopi to cuss, okay? I was ready for her to just get out of all type of characters, but she said, no, we're not going to do that. How y'all feel about Meghan leaving the View, and who should replace her? Because I don't watch the show. I really don't watch talk shows like that no more. I used to watch The View back in the day. I used to watch, girl, my talk shows was raunchy, okay? Sally Jesse Raphael, okay? The Ricky Lake Show. Jenny Jones. Jenny Jones was when I first... Ricky Lake, I remember Usher doing one of his first performances was on Ricky Lake, okay? Jenny Jones had B2K. That was the first time that's when B2K was not known, okay? And it was just like an amateur hour type of thing. They used to let, you know, these different type of acts come on and just perform or whatever. B2K was one of the acts and whatever. And next thing you know, they blew up. I was like, oh shit, I remember seeing them on Jenny Jones, okay? You know, who else? Jerry Springer, Maury when it was good, because Maury used to have a variety of shit on there, you know. But who else? Who else? Girl, it's just a lot of people that used to the raunchy talk shows shit, that Montel Williams and shit like that back in the day. It used to be a good time. It used to be a really good time. But I just don't do talk shows these days. I just really can't, you know, because they're saying the same shit that I'm saying. Basically, we're talking about gossip and stuff like that. So it's like I just give my opinion. I don't care. But anyway, speaking of talk show, Wendy Williams versus Tabitha goddamn Brown. Bitch, not Tabitha Avocado Brown, not vegan Tabitha, not God is good Tabitha Brown. I said, what is going on? When I seen this shit trending on Twitter, I was so confused. People was like, Tabitha read the hell out of Wendy. I said, wait a minute, what? What? I just got a message concerning the fucking. Oh my God, it's pissing me off. Okay, let me stop. Anyway, Tabitha. So what happened was Tabitha came out and she was saying that, you know, she's going to retire her husband from the police force, the LAPD. He was the policeman for the past 15 years, you know, and this is something that they had came to the conclusion to do, like they made this pact to do. And so Wendy Williams, she just wasn't really here for it. She basically said this is going to be the doom of your relationship, you know, having this man depend on you and what he's going to do and all this stuff and woo woo woo. And you know, she seen it work and all this stuff. Well, seeing stuff like this fail, and she was talking about her own relationship and what she done and all this stuff, whatever. And I'm like, you can't compare your relationship to her relationship because it is not the same. Tabitha and her husband literally grew up in the trenches. They came up in the trenches together. They came from nothing together. Okay. And I learned of their story when they was on the show Black Love that comes on Friday. This past season they was on there. And I did not know much about Tabitha besides the fact that she's vegan and her family is very beautiful and she's a very fun and light personality, you know what I'm saying? Very encouraging or whatever. And when I found out her story about how they had their troubles and, you know, they had their on and off time and they really did come from nothing. They struggled, okay? For a time, he got that job to take care of... He got that job to take care of her. And now she's going to take care of him. And not necessarily just take care of him, but let him go follow his dreams that he wanted to do. Now that her dreams are finally taken off. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see the issue with what's going on, okay? And a lot of people did kind of feel like, you know, this ain't right just because she said, you know, with God and, you know, God blessed this union and all this stuff. She was just putting a lot on God and stuff like that. And people, you know, was trying to find issue with what Tabitha was saying in her response back to Wendy. She said this, I see that this lady is in pain. Wendy, you know, God bless you. You're in pain. She needs some help, you know, because she is hurt. She's miserable. And what Wendy Williams was doing was projecting her own failed relationships, okay, onto Tabitha's marriage. You know, you see this happy black couple, you know, and truth be told, I'm sure they still have their issues, but for the most part, they seem good. Okay, they seem good. I would be naive to say that they're the perfect couple because no one is perfect. And once again, like I said earlier, you don't know what goes on behind the scene. But at the same time, don't project your miserable feelings about your failed relationships onto somebody else. Okay, when you don't know their story. And bitch, y'all told Wendy Williams ass up. Y'all told that comment section up. Put a whole bunch of fucking avocados all up in her comment section. That shit was funny to me. I said, Miss Tabitha Brown, she don't hurt nobody. She up here trying to get Keisha baby on the shy. And now when we come back next week, she got to figure out whether or not she gonna keep the baby or not, or she gonna fight for the baby or not, because Keisha trying to yank it. Keisha finna take the baby, okay? You know, that's what Tabitha is worrying about. And you out here, you know, putting down her relationship. Goddamn, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Like, not when it's people that don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. So, an update on the Britney Spears conservatorship. Basically, the judge, bitch, and come to find out, the judge is Prentice Penny. You know, he works on Insecure with Issa behind the scenes. Okay, the showrunner. I think he's the showrunner or the producer or whatever. Yeah, that's his mama who the judge. He let us know that that was his mama when the judge said, you know, she was gonna put somebody else in place or some shit when this shit first started this year. You know what I'm saying? And he was so happy or whatever. He was happy or whatever to hear about it because it was some positive news. But then Britney came out and spoke her piece, and now everybody like, you know, free Britney, this is fucked up. And the judge said, well, this may be fucked up, but we gonna keep Jamie in, and Jody or whatever, she gonna still be under conservatorship. I said, bitch, what? After all of what she said, and you a woman, and you, I mean, I understand you can't put that type of emotional, personal feeling into it. You gotta be from a judgy, you know, lawyery standpoint, law standpoint, you know, gotta be unbiased and shit. But god damn. Really, mind you, Jamie said that he ain't even over her, and he hasn't even been over her conservatorship for the past 2 years, but he's over her financial conservatorship. So you still over it. The one that's doing all this stuff is Jody Montgomery, and I'm just like, this is crazy. Then we get news that her manager, 25 years or so, he officially put in his resignation letter after she claims that, you know, she's going to retire from music at this point. After this news, I don't blame her. Y'all not about to make anything else new off of me. You probably finna make money off of the royalties and the shit that I've already done, but I'm not finna make some new shit so that y'all can get some more money off of me. Either way, Britney Spears, I still feel sorry for her, but the manager said that, you know, he hasn't been working with her or haven't really spoke to her in 2.5 years, you know. And I think the lawyer that was her lawyer, whatever, he just resigned too. It's all crazy how they doing this shit. I don't want nobody in this type of shit, okay? Somebody said The Handmaid's Tale. Is this what The Handmaid's Tale is about? Girl, listen, I never had any desires to watch that goddamn show. I just might look at that shit. Might is a strong word, okay? Keep the key word. Anyway, girl, still free Britney. The NCAA finally made the decision to let these players, college students, profit off of their names. You know what I'm saying? Get money in all 3 divisions, totaling over 400,000 athletes. They will earn money from the fame that they garner in their respective sports. It is about time, because I never understood why college, you know, these college sports players could not make money. You can't, you know, take stuff from sponsorships and stuff like that or whatever when they're putting in all of the work, but yet the college is the one that's getting the money. They are sacrificing time, they are sacrificing sleep, they are sacrificing, you know, all the energy in the world, and being and living the life of a regular, you know, 20-year-old or whatever that's going to college to do sports. One, to better their future in hopes of getting into the sports world so that they can better their future or whatever, but also, you know, the toll that it takes on their bodies to condition for this, okay? And you can at least give them something. You can at least give them something, all right? So this is a good look. It's finally here. Master P's son, Hersey Miller, who went to Tennessee State, I believe, HBCU, he is one of the first to sign a deal for a brand ambassador for $2 million for Web Apps America. So, hey, congratulations to them. Ever since they changed the rule, he didn't sign the deal, and he finna get his paid sponsorship and all that stuff, brand ambassadorship and all that. Speaking of the Bill Cosby stuff, I should have did this too, because, you know, we can hold, what is his name? Weinstein. We can hold him to the fire, but we can't hold Bill Cosby to the fire. Y'all make me nervous, because I feel like if R. Kelly was to get out, y'all would be saying that nigga didn't do it, and I always knew that he wasn't guilty and all that shit with all the evidence that's against him. But anyway, James Franco, you know, y'all know the actor James Franco. Him and 2 other men, they reached a settlement for $2.2 million in a class action lawsuit that was going against them by a few female women students of their Studio 4 film school that they had that has closed down since then. for sexually exploiting them, sexually harassing them. They alleged that the teacher, they engaged in inappropriate and sexually charged behavior towards the female students and others in the class action lawsuit, um, creating an environment of sexual harassment and sexual exploitation. And people been saying shit about James Franco. You know, I just don't know if people, they kind of swept it under the rug, and it's the fact that um you know, this is not big news, which makes me upset too, because I don't like women being taken advantage of. I don't like men being taken advantage of in any type of exploitative sexual way. I don't like that shit. And anybody that do it, male or woman, you know what I'm saying, male or female, you need to be held accountable for your actions. You cannot get away with this. People get power, people get a little bit of money, and they get besides themselves, okay? And, you know, whatever happens to him, he deserves that shit. Moving on from that, let's just get into some shit with the Olympics, baby. It is some shit, bitch. First of all, the Olympics ain't allowing this certain type of it's called a soul cap, and it's specifically made for African American hair, you know, to protect our hair so that, you know, it's big enough and it's to put in, let's say if you have locks, if you have braids in your hair, whatever, protect your texture and all that stuff. They said no, y'all don't need that because elite swimmers don't need that. You know, this is for the swimming shit. And I'm just like, that's crazy. That's discriminatory as fuck, all right? It's one thing that y'all already banning the Black Lives Matter merchant signia and clothing or whatever to be there doing the actual Olympic, like doing the trial. Like, I guess if you're warming up and you come out there with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on, or your uniform has Black Lives Matter on there, you can get disqualified or whatever. But when you go to the conference room and you're talking to the press or whatever, you can have it on then. So why can't you have it on then if you can have it on in the press? It don't make sense. Now you're banning the swim cap stuff, you know, for African American hair or African hair or whatever, and that's fucked up. Then you got some of the athletes, you know, African athletes, the women, they're being disqualified or whatever because they have a little bit too much testosterone in them. And I'm like, this is fucked up. That's what they did to that other girl. That other girl before went through a whole test to try to see if she was truly a woman. That was so fucking embarrassing and discriminatory. I didn't like that shit, okay? I would have, ooh, that made me mad. And then the biggest story from the Olympic committee, Olympic shit, is Sha'Carri Richardson. Mama is not running in the Tokyo Olympics. She has been shut out. She did not get picked for the team because she tested positive for marijuana. And what happened was she was out there in Oregon, a state where marijuana is legal, you know, and she was doing some press, and she was told by a reporter that her mother passed away. Her biological mother passed away. That was the first time that she heard it, and it was from a stranger. So it was her, you know, she didn't know what else to do. So in her mind, I guess, let me go smoke some weed. It's legal out here, and didn't think nothing of it. But she did do an interview with Good Morning America, I believe, or the Today Show, one of those, and said that she knew what the rule was and she took accountability for it. And people are in an uproar because it's just weed. And we've seen other athletes go through this and, you know, still be able to compete or whatever. They did get, you know, probably fined and banned and whatever, but they still able to compete. But at the same time, we have to understand that there are rules in place, and she did know other rules, and she went on ahead and she smoked this anyway. But also, you see, the times are changing. Marijuana is becoming legal in a lot of states, okay? They're trying to get it legal everywhere. And you see some of the other sports organizations are trying to, you know, change their policy when it comes to marijuana and stuff like that. And the Olympics need to come up with the times too, because if this woman had fucking weed in her system, unless that weed was laced with goddamn crack, From what I know, that bitch make you sluggish a little bit. It make you a little tired, make you a little hungry or whatever. You know, it don't give you super fucking powers, bitch. She smoked their asses with smoke in her lungs, okay? God damn, she got weed lungs. Girl, I already can tell that she smoked weed. I looked at her lips and I can tell that she smoked weed, okay? But I'm just saying, you know, she young, she made a mistake. She has to take accountability, which she has. And, you know, people want to boycott, you know, the Olympics. I'm not going to boycott the Olympics, and I understand what they're trying to say, but it's a lot of other athletes out here that need our support. And I understand what that other what's her name, Gabby, came out and said. I get what she was saying, and I understand the frustration that people who want to boycott the Olympics will say, and the reason for it, because it feels unfair. But this is a rule that has been in place, and she felt the rule. That's what it is. She failed the rule. You know what I'm saying? You have to follow these rules. It may be antiquated as fuck. It may seem discriminatory as fuck. But, you know, Michael Phelps, he got disciplinary actions against him too, right? Girl, I don't be knowing all this shit. What about that Ryan Lochte dude? Didn't he get banned and shit like that because he had some stuff going on? Girl, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. So, you know, she's not exempt. That's what they're basically trying to say. She's not exempt. She did get a 30-day ban, but she's not going to Tokyo. That was a toss-up in the air. She's not being able to run anything, and it's unfortunate. And maybe this was just telling her this is not her time yet, and you know, to come back harder next year, the next 4 years. She got 4 years to get it out your system and come back harder, you know. And it's unfortunate because she was dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, and that's why we're mostly sympathetic to her, because she was dealing with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with the fact that your mother passed away, and we don't even know of the relationship that she had with her mom, and to deal with that. And you just, sometimes that's the route we go. We self-medicate, we self-soothe and shit like that. So it's sad. You know, it's unfortunate. I would have loved to see her, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all tried to bring up some of her old tweets. The Lil Nas X tweet, truth be told, I'm going to be naive. You can call me naive. I hope that it was talking about the fact with the satanic shoes or whatever. Maybe that's what it was referring to, you know, and not necessarily because he was gay and all that stuff, but because of the satanic shoes, you know what I'm saying? The Satan shoes, you know? But other than that, I don't know. She's young. She'll bounce back, you know, and it's unfortunate, but you guys tell me how y'all feel about it. They said Angelina Jolie, my boo. Y'all know that's my favorite white woman actress. She's my number one. It's always seen Angelina. Okay. You know, they said her in the weekend was at the LA restaurant cozied up. I said, bitch, the weekend got a type. Okay, it is white. Anyway. Girl, I don't know about that. The Weeknd do drugs. Angelina Jolie, she used to do drugs. Angelina was crazy back in the day. Bitch, you had to be there. You just had to be there when Angelina Jolie was just wild, okay? When her and Billy Bob Thornton got to fuck together and they was wearing vials of blood, each other blood. Bitch, they used to go on red carpets. They used to tell us that they was fucking in the car before they got there and all that shit. Girl, it was a wild ass time for Angelina Jolie. That was when she was a little thick, okay? You know, that was my girl. That was my girl. But I don't know about this union. I mean, I see. The Trump organization, them bitches about to go to jail because they under investigation like motherfuckers and being snatched up left and right. Okay, Trump just did a goddamn press conference, you know, in his feelings because social media basically banned his ass and whatever, trying to file lawsuits and shit against the social media companies. Boy, if you don't go sit down, okay. Disheartening news, which I don't understand. Lovecraft Country, as good as that shit was. See, I'm so tired of this. This is just giving me the feel of The Watchmen all over again. There was no reason that The Watchmen shouldn't have been canceled the way that it was, okay? You want to know why Watchmen got canceled? Because the director didn't want to bring back a second season. It was the director, not the network. It was the director, okay? And we could have went so much further with the second season because of the way that it ended, you know what I'm saying? And so that got canceled after the first season. Now we get Lovecraft Country. It's getting canceled after the first season. Bitch, I'm sitting here like, what? Why? You know, I wanted more. It was so good to me. It was like, you know, the first season was, you know, taking place off of this book or whatever, and I guess they got it all in the first season, but it was such a high demand, you would think that they would try to come up. And I believe Misha Green, which I can't stand, and I hate this for her. Misha Green is the one that did Lovecraft Country. She is also the one that did Underground, and look how they snatched Underground from her when it was out. It was good, okay? It was good, and they snatched it from her, okay? Canceled it on what, the second season, I think, second or third season. I don't even think it got a third season, the second season or whatever, and just, it was messed up, you know. And I understand that it was coming from a book or whatever, but they could have did the route that they did with Big Little Lies. When Big Little Lies came out, it was from a book, the first season, and it was supposed to only be one season, but it was so popular, you know, the ratings were so good, and it was so in demand that they came back with another season. They went on ahead and added some more, you know, they made it up themselves, you know what I'm saying? And I think Misha was on a way of doing it, but they just really wasn't here for it, and I feel some type of way, and it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Uzi, why is no one talking about this? See, this is what I'm saying. Little Uzi Vert attacked his ex-girlfriend, Britney Bird, okay? She was out with this other artist, rapper, St. John, okay? And he saw them, jumped out of his car, confronted them, you know, confronted him. Things went and got physical. Her manager said that basically he pulled the gun out her, put a gun at her, punched her in the face, and all that shit. All that shit. And nobody is really talking about it. JT, this is the type of person that you are with. And you're worried about the fact that he was out with Meek Mills or whatever, dirt bike riding and all this shit or whatever. And that's what you go online talking about. Nobody is talking about the fact that he put hands on this woman. I don't understand it. I do not get it. Like, it doesn't make sense. And my whole thing is, why are you worrying about your ex when you're supposed to be happy in a relationship that you're in now with your new boo, with your current boo? I don't understand that shit. Like, ugh, it irritates me. And then we get this whole thing with Erica Mena and Safari. Like, I want them to go the fuck away. Erica, fuck that nigga. It's clear that Erica, and I understand that, you know, she said she wanted a divorce, she filed the papers, but y'all have to realize that regardless of if you file the papers for divorce or separation or whatever, and you break up with somebody, that does not mean that you stop loving them and you stop caring about them. And that shows that you did at one point have love for them and you care for them deeply or whatever, but your feelings are hurt or whatever. And so what they do still affects you. And technically speaking, she is still a married woman. And she has her hormones going. You know, she just had a baby. The baby is premature and in the NICU, and he is not there. That is what she's putting out. He is not there. He's out, you know, doing gigs and stuff. If he already had them, you know, contractually obligated to do it, that's understandable. But at the same time, you could probably work something out to be there with your child who is a premature baby at this point and going through things, and you should be there. You should be there. And she saw that he was out with Caitlyn Garcia, who was Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend, and you know, she called her out, and I'm just like, Erica, you didn't have to do that. Now, I was with you for a second, but you didn't have to do this, okay? What is the point of putting it on blast, all right? You already told us that he's cheated on you, or, you know, you suspecting him cheated on you, okay? We get it. We believe it. We understand it, okay? We see how immature he acts, but you acting immature too. Posting the shit on social media, tagging her in it, okay? Calling her out. You don't have the facts or whatever. You assume that she cheating with him. You know, you getting upset with her because you know that she knows that he's with he's married or whatever, but you just filed for divorce. Okay, so that means that you still fucking care what he does, and you still got some type of ounce of love, or you just don't want to be publicly humiliated, or you don't want to feel stupid when you probably already feeling stupid because of this. And then, so, you know, you're doing that, and then your friend goes down there to Miami or wherever that was, and then try to attack her, but get into it with fucking Bobby Lights. How the fuck Bobby Lights get into it? Bobby Lights, why are you getting into women business? I just don't understand that. Why you have to get into it, okay? And it's just so stupid. I don't really like Bobby Lights. He's annoying as hell to me. And then Lil Duval getting into it or whatever. He voicing his opinion. And on the one hand, you can say, well, you know, you put the shit out there so we can talk about it. But he always in women's business. And Lil Duval has never been funny to me, you know. And he went over and beyond when he said, you know, your postpartum is acting up or some shit like that. Postpartum is not a joke, okay? I don't give a fuck. You could have came up with something else to get back at her with, but postpartum is not a joke. People lose their lives over postpartum and lose themselves over that, and I just didn't find the funny in it, okay? So, hey, you know, Erica, like, just leave it for Love and Hip Hop, okay? Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stay at the hospital with your baby and fuck Safari at this point. That's it. That's it. Meanwhile, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, they officially back together. Okay, Bennifer. Moving on from that, Nick Cannon, fourth baby in the goddamn year. Okay, the fourth child in the goddamn year. He just literally had twins 2 weeks ago. Okay, and now his son, with Alyssa Scott, Zen is here. Okay, so do that make them ghetto triplets? You know, different mama, same daddy, but born damn near in the same time frame. Did that make them ghetto triplets? Girl, Nick Cannon, I'm not about to do this with you today. It is what it is. Monique Bird T'Challa passed away. Oh no, it's not funny. I'm only saying that because I only laughed because I didn't know if I was going to say something about it. It is not funny. Let me not offend y'all pet people, because trust believe I had a pet too that passed away. It hurt me, but bitch, I got the fuck over it. But I get it. I got it. You know, mama put a whole damn tribute up. That's fucked up. T'Challa was the G. I ain't even gonna lie. T'Challa was the G. You know, she said it was a freak accident. I want to know what the fuck happened. What the fuck happened? Y'all remember when the bird ran away and then came back a few days later? You know, hey, that's fucked up. It reminds me of when my boss, you know, she her cat died, and she got the news in the middle of the work day, and she left work early, and then she took the day off, the rest of the week off to grieve. I didn't know you can do that. But hey, you know, people love their pets. The pets become family members, so hey, I understand. To the ESPN lady, what's her name? Rachel Nichols. Y'all gotta understand, y'all just can't say everything that you want to say in the area of everybody. You know, she basically was talking about this other lady. Let me read it, okay? Marie Taylor was promoted to the host of NBA Countdown, and months later she was appointed to a position in which she could cover the 2020 NBA Finals. Shortly after that, fellow ESPN host Rachel Nichols made comments about Marie Taylor's career advancement that some found inflammatory. After Rachel Nichols discovered she would not be hosting the coverage of the 2020 NBA Finals, she proceeded to vent over a video to Adam Mendelson, part of LeBron James' advising team. She basically claimed that she deserved the position and that Maria got the job because she was black. She said, I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football. She covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you are feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which, by the way, I know personally from a female side of it, like, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You are not going to find it from me or by taking my things away. Basically, you know, she felt, you know, she was contractually obligated in her contract to, you know, do this particular event, but this girl got it, and she felt this is ESPN's way of righting their wrongs, or, you know, their lack of diversity quota, you know what I'm saying? And people took offense to it, and I can understand why. You know, she tried to come out and apologize or give some type of apology, but they still took her off the event and put another black woman on, you know. So what's her name? Michaela Andrews. She was replaced by Michaela Andrews. You got to be careful what you say, okay? You can't just be saying shit all freely, because in this day and age, people be recording, All right, just like the dumb bitch out there in New Jersey who was confronting that black neighbor, the white man who went to that black neighbor's and was talking to all that crazy shit, telling him to go back to Africa and all that shit, and then put his address out there, whatever. Why would you do that, you dumb bitch? You see the fucking recordings happening, and you think that nothing was gonna happen? Did you not see what happened to the guy, the black guy who got confronted on the street by the white guy, telling him that you in the wrong neighborhood and all that shit, and the way people rolled for him and showed up at that man's house, and how he got arrested, and how all them people was at his house or whatever? Bitch, you put your address out there, you dumb ignorant fool, you racist fuck. And this is what happened to you. You got fucking arrested, bitch. And all them people showed the fuck up and they ran the fuck out. And you thought that they wouldn't. You thought you was really doing something. Bitch, let me get the fuck up off of here. Anyway, Monique, the other Monique. Girl, you really up there tracking down people with bonnets. Let it go, mama. Let it go, mama. It's cute, whatever. It's funny to me. But, y'all, I tried to make this. I apologize. I'm gonna get over it. Okay, I just had a bad morning. But hopefully by the end of the day, you know, my energy's gonna be there for the encore, because y'all know I gotta give y'all my shit. All right, gotta do it for y'all, do it for the girls. Okay, but I will see y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, and y'all be safe, and y'all keep as cool as possible, bitch, because the heat is not fucking playing. It's been over fucking 90 degrees for the past few days, and I don't like it. Okay, I really don't fucking like it. But hey, I got AC. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.